Hey everybody, Drew here from Pella Cars. Super excited to bring you guys this beautiful 2006 Corolla all the way up from Virginia. This is an extremely clean car. It is the base model with manual windows and manual locks. Also no keyless entry, of course, but it does have power mirrors. It's got 142,242 miles on it. And while it's a Southern car and literally like perfectly rust free underneath, which we'll cover in this video, it does have two small rust spots starting on the body, along with some other cosmetic flaws. So be sure to watch the entire video so there's no surprises if you buy it online. And of course, we'd love to meet you in person. We don't want you surprised when you get here for your test drive either. So we'll start with the flaws up front. There's some scratching, a good sized paint chip right there. You see next to my hand, and some scratches there. And a little like a dent, an imperfection in the front bumper, just a couple stone chips on the hood, and a scuff right there on the corner. Moving along the side, this it's got definitely Toyota Corolla hubcaps, but they're different on one side than the other, which is sadly quite common because if somebody loses one and they get a second one that doesn't match, and if you go to like a pick and pull junkyard or whatever, that can happen. You'll see the different ones on the other side. Tires have plenty of tread left, and brakes are perfect. A couple light scratches on the mirror. Being the CE model, the black strip and black mirror is, the way that this was designed. That mirror has not been replaced. Not much to speak of. Light scratch on the door there. This is the rust I was talking about. It's very strange because, again, being a Virginia car with no rust underneath, I'm not sure how that happened on both sides, but it is there, and it will not affect the longevity of the car, as we're about to show you underneath here. Some scuffs on the back bumper and scuffs along, and a little ding along the back, and this being a different plastic than the bumpers, faded quite a bit differently. But as you see, and I took some pictures too, extremely clean underneath. Not perfect. Virginia does get some winter weather, and given that this is 18 years old, I'm sure even with Virginia's very, very, very rare winter events, this has probably seen a couple, but extremely, extremely clean compared to a Rochester car, which if you've been shopping for a Corolla, I'm sure you have seen for yourself. There's chips. Not sure how they did that, but there's chips along the gas cap there, and that same rust spot on this side. But to show you, as you see here, that's the gas tank, no rust there, all the pinch welds and everything. No flaws other than, very light scratches like that right there. No flaws on this side. But again, if you look underneath, it's not rusty, like a Rochester car. There's the lines and all of that. So there's quite a bit of cars from Virginia if you click around on this YouTube channel, or if you look at our website to compare underneath. Underneath this car is your typical Virginia car, but the outside, that looks like maybe a Rochester car would have at 8 or 10 years old. Of course, again, this is 18 years old, but and then we're back where we started. So little paint chip right there. Inside this car is like a time capsule. It's just about perfect. This is super common. People scratch the paint off right here and it gets some surface rust. That could be touched up if you want. It's just, again, it's from scratching the paint off, but that is there, so do know that. The seats are in absolutely phenomenal condition. There's no funky smells in the car. Little bit of sand mist in detail there, but really clean carpet. Otherwise, door cards are perfect. The back here, let's see, nice clean back seat. There's these stains that were underneath. The floor mats were like rubber and all deteriorated. Not sure what those are. There's one here on the driver's side. Rear compartment. Pop the trunk and show you inside there while we walk around. Trunk is perfectly clean. Inside, underneath, nice and clean in there. It did not have a spare. I had that one at the shop, so that is the correct spare for this car, but it sat outside for a while, so pardon the way it looks. But for whatever reason, the spare was missing. All the tools are there. Let's see, maybe we can get a little bit more of the underneath from this side. Nice and clean there. The back, the floor on this side just has that one really small stain right there. Seat is perfect. And the passenger seat's perfect as well. with, well, I guess they came out in detail. A couple really light stains. So really the only thing to speak of stain-wise that's abnormal is that back passenger side. The headliner is even just about perfect. There's that there's a light scuff right there and a light scuff right there. I might be able to get that one out. No promises in case it doesn't come out. Again, we don't like surprises, you know, when you show up or if you have it delivered. So I'll show you underneath the hood. These Corollas are probably one of, if not the best used car on the market. These in 2004 through 2009 Prius, just absolutely bulletproof cars from Toyota's, you know, golden age of design and manufacturing. These Corollas are also extremely simple. They've sold millions of them, and they're designed to be assembled quickly. And that the side effect of that is they're very easy to work on, and parts for them are very cheap because they're quite plentiful. So it's an absolutely wonderful car to own. It does not have power locks. Kind of funky to see this, just a blank panel there, but it has crank windows, which work great. No power locks, but it does have power mirrors. The previous owner installed this radio. Now this is like 90% awesome, 10% a pain in the butt. It's not as easy to use. It's just like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the radio station knob and the volume knob. But once you do get used to using this, the sound quality is awesome. It's got Bluetooth. They have the microphone there, blocking the odometer a little bit. And then there is a USB input port there. By the way, it's worth pointing out that the doors, this is very common with this generation Corolla, the doors here are broken and missing. We're going to start it up. This car drives absolutely beautifully. These Corollas, they had, you know, significantly more comfortable seats, just in a more, you know, roadworthy feel to them than their competition, at least in my opinion. Not picking on the Civic, as I absolutely love the Civic, but it rides closer to a Camry than you'd expect for its size and its original price point. Just very, very nice riding car. It has the bulletproof 1.8 liter before they changed it, and the 4-speed automatic, which goes way back to like the early 90s, late 80s. Just an absolutely bulletproof car. And again, that radio is killer compared to the one that was in its place. A lot more options to adjust the equalizer and all that. But we did road test this car up to 80 miles per hour. Hopefully that's not frowned upon, but you know, if you get it out on the highway in like Ohio or something like that, you're going 80, we don't want any surprises. So we're not going to do that on this road. We're going to get up to, we're going 60 now. My hand's off the wheel. Going to straighten up here and hit the brakes. No shakes. I'm braking like really hard. No shakes, no shimmies. It doesn't pull. It rides like a new car. Absolutely beautifully. So anyways, I'm Drew. That concludes the walk around and test drive. Also a little bit of bonus like review material in there. It's a very comfortable car and it's aged very well. If you want to buy this car online, you can do so through www.pellacars.com. Or, of course, we'd love to meet you in person. Either way, whether you want to do a test drive or buy online, you can do the website or call 585-771-0111. And, hey, if this video was just entertaining or if it helped in your car shopping and you don't plan to do business with us, but you like the video, we'd love to know in the comments. Please give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy these, because we do about 100 of them a year. So anyways, I'm Drew for Pella Cars. Appreciate your time. Thank you. Bye.